Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you are all in good health. So, in current affairs, our today's topic is global warming. So, as you all know that what is global warming and it's really threatening nowadays globally. So, let's start our today's topic global warming. Global warming refers to the long-term increase in Earth's average surface temperature due to human activities, primarily the emission of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and CH4. CH4 is methane. So as you know that there are many different sources where the carbon dioxide emission and methane emission has been released since long, and the major cause of these emission of these gases is anthropogenic activities. So these gases trap heat in the atmosphere, creating a greenhouse effect that leads to rising temperature. So that's why it's known as global warming. That our globe, our Earth has been warming day by day. So let's discuss some its points. First one is greenhouse gases. So, the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, or natural gas, deforestation, and industrial processes release large amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, which intensifying the greenhouse effect. So, global warming and greenhouse effect both are interrelated to each other as greenhouse effect has been rising. So, ultimately, the global warming has been evolved. So, the temperature rise since the 19th century, the Earth average temperature has increased about 1.2 degrees Celsius, which is 2.2 Fahrenheit. This rise is linked to the various environmental changes which have adverse effect both the biodiversity and also environment. So there are several impacts of the global warming. It leads to a range of consequences including melting ice caps, rising sea levels, more frequent and some weather events and disparities to ecosystem and biodiversity. Fourthly is human influences. While natural factors can affect the climate, that overwhelming scientific consensus is that human activities are the primary drivers of the current warming trend. Fifthly, mitigation efforts to combat global warming effects are being made so worldwide to reduce greenhouse gas emission, transition to renewable energy sources, and promote sustainable practices. Sixthly, extreme weather events. These have been increased in the frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, including the heat waves, hurricanes, floods, and droughts. So these changes are linked to climate change and have devastating effect on communities, agriculture, and the ecosystem. Seventhly, melting ice caps and rising sea level. Of course, there is a rise in temperature and the global warming occurs, so melting ice cap and rising the sea level. These melting at alarming rates contributing to rising sea levels. According to recent estimate, global sea levels has risen by about 20 centimeter, which is 8 inches since 1900 or 19th century, which possesses a significant threat to coastal cities, coastal areas, and ecosystem. Obviously, when melting of ice cap occurs, then there is a probability of floods जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाती है. Then eighthly, ocean acidification. Let's see what is ocean acidification. The oceans absorb a large portion of carbon dioxide emission. Okay, then which is leading to the ocean acidification. कि ocean जो है उसके अंदर ज़्यादा अमाउंट इकट्ठी हो जाती है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की. ओबियसली जब कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की जो है वो ज़्यादा हो जाएगी, जितने भी लिविंग थिंग्स होते हैं उन्हें क्या चाहिए होती है, ऑक्सीजन चाहिए होती है. अब जो बॉडीज सी के अंदर रह रही हैं, लिविंग थिंग्स, फिशेज़ या जो भी हैं, उन्हें क्या चाहिए, ऑक्सीजन. लेकिन जब वो वाटर ज़्यादा एब्जॉर्ब करने लग जाएगा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इन्वायरमेंट से, एटमॉस्फेयर से, क्योंकि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ज़्यादा होता जा रहा है ना. अभी हमने देखा ग्लोबल वार्मिंग क्यों ज़्यादा बढ़ रही है, मीथेन CH4 की वजह से और ऑक्सीजन की वजह से, सॉरी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की वजह से. तो जब कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ज़्यादा हो जाएगी, पानी जो है उसे ऑब्जॉर्ब करने लग जाएगा, तो क्या हो जाएगी, एसिडिफिकेशन. हम उस पानी को कहेंगे कि एसिडिफिकेशन हो गया. वाटर जो है वो ज़्यादा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को क्या कर रहा है, एब्जॉर्ब कर रहा है, जिसकी वजह से जितने भी उसके अंदर लिविंग थिंग्स रह रहे हैं वो सारे इफेक्टिव हो रहे हैं. उनको सांस नहीं आ रहा. जब सांस नहीं आ रहा तो क्या हो जाएगा, फिर उनकी डेथ हो जाएगी और फिर जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा लॉस होगा बायोडाइवर्सिटी का. So, these changes in the ocean's chemistry has harmful effects as marine life, particularly on coral reefs and shellfish, disrupting marine ecosystem. Ninthly, biodiversity loss. It contributing to the habitat loss and the extinction of species. Many plants and animals are unable to adapt quickly enough to the changing climate, leading to a decline in biodiversity. Then international response क्या है global warming को लेके? Countries around the world are increasingly recognize the urgency of addressing global warming. The Paris Agreement, adopted in 2015, aims at limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius and to pursue efforts to limit the temperature increase to 1.5 degrees Celsius nations and setting more ambitious target for reducing greenhouse gas emission. Second last point is public awareness and activism. There is a growing awareness of climate change with increased activism and advocacy for sustainable practices. Movements led by young people and environmental organizations are pushing for stronger actions from government and corporations and so many NGOs. Advances in renewable energy, energy efficiency, and carbon capture technologies are being developed to mitigate the effects of global warming. Countries are inventing the solar, wind, and other renewable energy sources to reduce the release on fossil fuels. So this is also known as technological innovation. So regarding the environment or international treaties regarding environment, which is mainly Kyoto Protocol and Copenhagen Accord. These four topics we will discuss in our next video. So in this our today's lecture, if you have any query, you can ask in comment section. Till that, take care. Allah Hafiz. See you soon.